How do you turn this around? Shoot. Okay. License and badge number, please. Sir, license and badge number, please.
What's that?
It looks like Gillum 37...
3739.
Okay.
What in the doohickey is going on here? This Morabites is pulled over by a police officer, and she's asking the officer for his license and badge number. I'm very confused. At first, I thought that was the officer asking her for her information, but it's the Morabites asking the police officer for his information. Wow, what's going on here? I'm confused. This is clearly going to be a very entertaining traffic stop.
Yes,
Gillum 37. What's your emergency, sir?
What's my what?
Emergency. What's your emergency?
The reason I stopped you today is because your tag, your license plate has been expired since 2013. When I run it, it shows to have been it got suspended in 2014. That's the reason for the stop.
My question was, what's your emergency? Do you have an emergency? Is there a articulable cause for concern? Why did you pull me over if there's no emergency?
That's why. It's your suspended license plate.
So you don't have an emergency?
Excuse me, ma'am. The emergency is that your registration and tags have been expired since 2013. So that is an emergency. Your Moorish behind should not be on the roads. So that is an emergency. The emergency is he needs to get you off the roads before you hurt someone.
Because I would love to help you if you have an emergency.
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
I would love to help you if you have an emergency, sir.
Yes, ma'am. It's a traffic stop. It's not an emergency. Do you have a driver's license with you?
Well, are you making any assumptions or presumptions here today?
I can't hear you still.
Are you making any assumptions or presumptions here today?
Ma'am, I just need to see your driver's license.
Well, you're under the assumption that I drive.
Am I what?
You're under the assumption that I drive.
Okay. Do you have a driver's license?
What's your articulable reason for stopping me?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license with you today or an ID? Any form of identification?
I don't drive, I travel, sir.
What's that, ma'am?
I don't drive, I travel.
You serious?
Okay. Do you have a driver's license or
I don't drive. So do I have to show you any kind of driver's license by law?
Yes, ma'am.
I have you on camera saying that I by law have to show you a driver's license.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am. You do.
That's kind of inaccurate. Can you call your supervisor? And are you familiar with the consular notification manual?
Am I what?
Are you familiar with the consular notification manual?
Excuse me, ma'am. No, he's not familiar with the consular notification manual. That is a Moorish sovereign citizen manual, and only you guys recognize or even know what this manual is. The rest of the world has no clue at what you're speaking of. Please give this officer your license before you make things worse for yourself.
Okay. Yes. Thanks, Doctor. Hey, I need you to come by over here.
There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. There's no such thing as a sovereign citizen. It's an oxymoron.
We're going to be Katy Freeway, Service Road, outbound, just past Very Active. So if you make the U-turn at Very Active.
Law of the flags.
Uh-oh, ladies and gentlemen. She broke out her Moorish flag, the famous 10,000-year-old Moorish flag. I just don't even get it. Like, what does she think pulling that flag out is supposed to do? How is that flag supposed to help you with this traffic stop?
Ma'am, I have my supervisor on the way, okay?
Okay.
Once again, will you provide me with your driver's license or any form of
Are you making
identification?
any assumptions or presumptions here
Okay.
today?
Okay.
You don't have an emergency. Are you aware that it is a federal crime to pull over an individual without an emergency?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What's that, ma'am?
Are you aware that it is a federal crime to pull over a individual without an emergency? You use your lights and sirens, they're still on.
What's that? I'm sorry.
Are you aware that it is against the law? It is a federal crime for you to pull someone over using your lights and sirens where there is no emergency.
Okay, ma'am. I just need to see your driver's
Well, I
license.
put you on notice that it is a federal crime. My charge for this stop is $10,000.
Okay. That's
You
fine.
agree? $10,000. Gillum 3739.
39. Yes, ma'am. That's correct.
Her charge for this traffic stop is $10,000. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when your brain is on Moorish science. She really believes what she's saying, too. Wow.
Hey, you said you turn at what street, and are you on the main lane? I'm sorry, sir.
You turn at Gary Ashford and you're on the service road. You'll see us.
I can't believe when I need that information, I can't find it. I'm gonna try to look for my documentation. I'm gonna try to look for my documentation in the backseat of the car. I'm not trying to get any weapons. I don't have any weapons. I don't own any weapons. I'm just gonna look in the backseat to see if I can
what
find
documentations are you
the documentation I need to give you. I cannot believe, where the heck could it go? And just so you know, I'm just gonna go ahead and wave the flag.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it to stay there. Let's do it right here. That's good enough for me. That's my flag. American flag, the true American flag.
This guy is fucking stupid!
Were you able to find the document that you were
No,
looking for?
I think I might have put it underneath the seat, and I can't really grab it right now. It's like a bunch of paperwork.
You hear this Moorish fool talking about it's like a bunch of paperwork. The officer asked you for your ID. He didn't ask you for a bunch of paperwork. You guys love pulling out all of that Moorish nonsense, all these packets of Moorish ridiculous paperwork, and that is not what any of these officers ever ask for, and it never helps you in these situations. This lady obviously has not seen any other videos on my channel, at least, of these Moorish sovereigns doing the same crap that she's trying, and it never works out in their favor. She's looking for Moorish paperwork when all the officer asks for was her driver's license.
I must have put it in the back seat. In the trunk. And I can't get out. Oh, let me give you this. Oh wait, let me put it in the camera real quick.
What is this?
Let me put it in the camera real quick. Give me my property back.
Well, I'll show it to you.
Give me my property back really quick, please.
Okay.
So I can put it in the camera, sir. And he won't give my property back.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Good morning.
Name and badge number?
Houston Police Department.
Sergeant Ham?
Yes,
What's
ma'am.
your badge
number? How are you
number?
doing today?
Good. What's your badge number, please?
I'm sorry?
Badge number?
I can't hear you.
Your badge number.
Okay, supervisor don't have badge number. It's just Sergeant Ham, ma'am.
Okay, Sergeant Ham. Got you. So he took my property, just so you know.
Okay.
You might want to review that information.
Okay, ma'am. Just give me 1 second.
Now, what the lady just gave him looks something similar to this, and this is the infamous Moorish American nationality card, and unfortunately for her, this is not a driver's license, so I'm almost 100% sure that she will be getting multiple tickets for this traffic stop, because what she gave them was not a driver's license. All the officer asked for was a driver's license and not a Moorish American nationality card. The nationality card means absolutely nothing.
I also have this. This information too. I'm waiting to give them this. I don't know that they need it because I gave them my travel card. I asked them if they were familiar with the consular notification manual. He didn't seem familiar. He didn't even, it doesn't even seem like he knew what it was.
No shit.
Excuse me, ma'am. I've already explained that only Moorish sovereign citizens know what that is. The rest of the world is not obliged to play along in your fantasy world. So try again.
So we gonna prove this shit again. Because the last time I did this shit, I didn't have a camera rolling. I was too nervous and it worked out just fine. Actually, the cop was trying to get a little aggressive. I noticed that he was reaching for his gun, and he said, "Oh no, this is my taser." I'm like, "No, taser looks completely different. I'm telling you right now, you are not reaching for your taser, sir. Do you have any intentions of harming me, harming my property, damaging me, killing me? Do you have any intentions of doing any kind of harm to me whatsoever?" And then he got nervous. I asked him to call his supervisor. They also let me go. And it's a federal crime. They pulled me over. He ran my information without any crime, and they have their lights and sirens on. Well, he had the sirens on. I just cannot believe it. I never take it out of the car. And clearly I did. I think it's in the fucking back seat. I really think it's in the back seat. Let me see if I can, since they're in their car doing whatever they're doing, I'm gonna see if I can pull it. It is an oxymoron, and some individuals may even see them as treasonous. Whew! Yes! All this information is coming back to me, okay? Oh, gosh. Woo! I'm going to take some time to do a little light reading. A little light reading. While I wait, because clearly $10,000 doesn't mean anything to them. And this one I'm going to press.
Wow. Now this is a first. This woman just broke out her sovereign citizen literature in the middle of a traffic stop. Meet your straw man. Wow, these people are so lost. It's not even funny.
Pulled me over and ran my information. You don't even have an emergency. You don't even know if I'm within your jurisdiction. Hello. Just making sure it's still recording. I don't know how much, what do you call it? Memory I have left? How many gigs I have left? How fucking long could they possibly need?
Okay, Miss Littles, you get one citation. What's that?
Amra.
What's that?
Amra.
Okay, ma'am. You're getting one citation.
No, I do not accept.
Okay, that's okay.
I do not accept. You don't have jurisdiction.
Not having valid driver's license, not having proof of financial responsibility, and then your tax being expired.
I do not accept.
Date, time, and court location, all right here. Attach all the pamphlet. There's a website
I
and phone
need
number to call.
the name and badge number of all the individuals here.
This is
going to cost you $10,000 each of you.
Say what?
Okay, so there's 3 officers on the scene. So this Moorish princess thinks she's about to get a cash payout of $30,000. Lady, give me a frickin' break.
To leave.
No, I asked for name and badge number.
And Matthew McMurtry,
8728 Sally, SALLE.
Would you like to sign in the yellow box? This is not a plea of guilt. You're saying you're going to show up for court.
Absolutely not. I do not
no
consent.
Problem. Okay. Have a safe day, ma'am.
No, I don't want it.
Do you want your card?
I do not consent. I'll write down whatever you need. Give me my card. Give me my card.
Ma'am.
I need my property. I will write down whatever you need.
I can't hear you.
You can hear me just fine.
I cannot hear you.
Well, I believe that you can.
You gotta speak up a little bit. I cannot hear you, ma'am.
I believe that you can.
I can't.
Well, I don't want to raise my voice or yell because you might try to say that I'm trying to be combative. I'm not trying to be combative. Can I have my property, please?
Okay. You're also getting a citation if you.
No, I do not consent.
You
do not have jurisdiction.
Hold on, just listen real quick.
I do not consent.
Citation on the ground.
Excuse me, ma'am, but you don't have to consent for the officers to give you a citation. If things were that easy, nobody would consent to anything. Nobody would consent to ever getting a ticket. Nobody would consent to getting arrested. So, lady, stop it with the nonsense.
Can I have my property, please?
Okay. You're also getting a citation. If you
No,
ma'am,
I do not
listen to me.
consent.
If
You
ma'am,
do not have jurisdiction.
hold on, just listen real quick.
I
If
do
you
not
throw the
consent.
citation on the ground and you litter, you will be going to jail.
No, I will
Don't
not.
do that.
You don't have
Okay?
jurisdiction.
All right, ma'am.
I am
No,
Amra.
ma'am.
I do not consent.
No, we're not doing that.
Please do not do that, sir. Do not. You cannot force me to contract with
Here's a
you.
citation.
You cannot force me.
Have a great day, ma'am.
You cannot
Have a
force
great
me to
day.
contract
Throw
with
on
you.
the ground, you're gonna get a ticket for littering.
No.
Right to
I do
the
not
littering.
consent. I do not consent. I do not consent. You do not have jurisdiction.
Okay. All right, ma'am. Have a great day. You're also getting a ticket for littering. You don't want this?
I do not consent. You do not have any consent over my situation.
Okay.
You do not have jurisdiction.
Hold on.
Okay, so she's refusing the tickets. The officer warned her not to throw the tickets on the ground or they were going to give her a ticket for littering, and that's exactly what they're about to do. Why do Moorish sovereign citizens always make things worse? Why not just accept the ticket and then when the officers drive off, then throw the tickets away? Either way, that's a lose-lose for you, because if you don't show up to your court dates, they're going to issue a warrant for your arrest. And then when the police catch up with you again, whenever you make police contact, you will be going to jail. So you not accepting the tickets is not beneficial for you. Just take the tickets, go to the court date, argue your case at your court hearing. That's it. That's it. It's that simple.
This is the card. They can act like they don't know, but they know. Especially the so-called supervisor. And I forgot to ask the supervisor if he's familiar with the consular notification manual. And that's what I'm about to ask them when they come back. We're going to get the consular a part of this conversation.
All right, ma'am. That's for you.
Absolutely
You're
not.
already getting another ticket for littering.
Absolutely not. Are you familiar with the consular notification manual?
Ma'am.
Are you familiar with the consular notification manual? It's going to cost you $10,000 for this stop. $10,000, sir, for this stop. And the motherfucker walked away. Just like I told you, you don't take no fucking contracts. You cannot be forced into contract. Fucking lying ass bitches. Trying to force me. Fuck y'all. Stupid motherfuckers. Think they can trick me. They won't fucking trick me. I already know this shit works. Can you fucking tell me? Motherfuckers. And that's how you do it.
Excuse me, ma'am. I hate to burst your bubble, but your travel card means nothing. Now, as you can see, this Morabites is already about $100 invested into these Moor sovereign citizen cards. She has a nationality card and she has a travel card, and she really believes that these things work when obviously they don't, which is why she was given a ticket and she then refused the tickets and got an additional ticket for littering because she's so ignorant. Now, I know you guys heard the saying, don't do drugs, this is your brain on drugs. Well, this is a clear example of someone's brain on Moorish science. You see how ignorant and angry she is, talking about they trying to trick me into a contract. Lady, this Moorish nonsense is about to ruin your life because you're so ignorant and arrogant that you're clearly not about to go to your court dates. So you're going to get a warrant, and the next time you have police contact, you will be arrested. Nobody knows the consular notification. Only more sovereign citizens know about that nonsense. The rest of the world knows not of what you speak of. Ladies and gentlemen, do not follow this lady's example, because what she just did will lead you straight to jail. Please stay away from the Moorish sovereign citizen nonsense. It is not beneficial for your life. And this lady will learn that in the near future next time she has police contact, because I'm sure she is not going to go to those court dates.